If you like what I make and want to help out the channel, make sure you subscribe to it, turn on notifications, leave a like on the video below, and comment as well. Thanks for your support, guys.
Hey there YouTube, welcome back to the Gekkolm. Another day, another video for you guys. Quick thing, tomorrow an FAQ video is coming out with a bunch of questions that I've been getting about this thing and like this big, update that happened. And yes, the animal crap, familiar bullshit stuff is on the global server, looking exactly like it looked in the Taiwan server. Nobody revised anything. Oh well, right? Anyway, the biggest thing that I've heard today, and what I want to address in this video, as the title says below, is the best configuration of buildings for the familiar system. Now, spoiler alert, there is not one, okay? There is a way that I believe is better, but that's my personal opinion, and I don't know to tell you if it's the right way or the wrong way, or if it fits you or it doesn't fit you, okay? I don't know at all. So I will tell you what I think about the configuration. First of all, let's look at the buildings and understand them for a second. You have the spring, which produces hourly a certain amount of anima, and it also gives you max anima storage, which means that once you can produce more and hold more, because if you reach the max amount you can hold, you don't produce anymore. The most important part of it, though, is that the merging speed boost of pacts is increased by 20%. But also you have a 3% speed for skill stones, okay? So that's a very important thing to remember. We'll go back to revisit it in a moment. Let's go look at the next building, the Spire. The Spire gives you two main stats: the amount of pacts that you can merge and the amount of skill stones you can merge. As you can see, skill stones is always 1. Wonderful. And as you can see, we get to up to 9 at level 25 pacts. Okay, let's remember that for a second. The final building is the gym, which obviously helps you get XP for your monsters. What it gives you familiar level XP boost, okay? So a percentage of XP boost, and you can get up to 20, and that's that. Now, which configuration is better depends on who you are, how much you spend, how much you care about this, about what you're doing, and like the approach you want to take. Some people don't care, and therefore they're gonna do whatever the hell they want. That's cool. But if you're looking for an efficient way to get things done, here's what I thought about. So ideally, you want to have gyms, right? Because you want to level up your monsters, right? Now, monsters can be leveled up at the gym, but they also can be leveled up with fragments. Like you can go here and you can use the fragment and give it 10 XP. Now, the thing about fragments is that fragments are also used to upgrade your skills, okay? So you might want, as someone in my guild mentioned, focus on this with your fragments and not on leveling, and therefore you want to have gyms. The more gyms you have, the more XP boost you get, and therefore the more XP the monster get, ergo facto, you end up leveling up quicker. Now, I don't really know what the XP needs for each level is yet, but you can see level 3 takes about 123. So this guy, once he's done, he's gonna get to about a level 5, okay, with 1000 XP. Here's the thing though, he's capped at level 20. So even if I have 6 gyms, but he is capped at level 20, unless I make it move from the hatchling stage to the adult stage, you can see them right here. It takes 20 runes to get to adult stage, and then I don't know how many it takes for elder yet, but we know is that we need runes. The only way to get runes is by rolling pacts, and rolling pacts, and rolling pacts, and rolling pacts. Therefore, here's what I suggest. We want to roll as many pacts as we can, as quick as we can, right? So ideally, we want to lower down the amount of time it takes to get pacts. Now, a level 3 pact right now takes about 3 hours and 50,000 anima, right? Ideally, in my opinion, okay, and I'm about to make this change in here as well, is that you want to have early on as many springs as you can. Why? Because you want to lower down the time each pact takes, and therefore A, it'll cost less gems to gem up pacts and to speed up pacts. 2B whatever, is that you'll get more anima. So if you're a free-to-play player, you can actually do your researches pretty well. With 3 of these maxed out, you can hold almost enough anima to be able to hold on to get to Pact 4 with all the research is done and all that, you'll definitely be able to hold on to get to Pact 4 and hold and produce as many anima as you need, and you'll be producing more than you'll be using on Pacts, which is pretty great with 3 of these. So bottom line is you want to have, in my opinion, early on as many springs as possible to get as many Pacts as possible as quick as possible. That's the step number 1. You need to be a little smart about it, right? Because first and foremost, it doesn't matter what level your monsters are early on. What you want to make sure is that once you start working on their level, you can shoot them up, right? I don't know right now if you could level this to like an adult or to an adult before reaching level 20. Is it a requirement to reach level 20? Requires familiar, level 20. Yes, it does. So what do? You're not going to level it to level 20, right? It's ridiculous. If you're going to level it to level 20 and then freaking move it to an adult and then do it again and do it again, it's pointless. It really is pointless. It does require level 20 and it requires 20 runes. What I think you should do is, first of all, stack up on runes. Bottom line is that someone will most likely get to adult before you, and the answer of how many runes you need for the elder level will be really clear for us. Someone told me that the total you need is 131. Maybe that is true, maybe it's not. But regardless, you do know that you need 20 of these before you can even start going to the next level. I think the first step and the most important step is to have enough runes to get to level 6, to be able to get to max level 60. Once you're stocked up on runes, you're not going to need to roll again. You can't have 2 of the same monster. So once you know you've maxed out like the stage, the familiar stage of a monster, you don't need its runes anymore. You can use its runes to get fragments to level up their skills, but at the same time, when you're rolling packs to get the runes, you're going to get a bunch of fragments. You're going to get more fragments than runes, and this is a pack 3, okay? Let's go look at pack 3. If we open a pack 3, okay, we can get any of these monsters on top of potential good fragments. Look, one pack 3 gives you 3 fragments, okay? So even like at the rate that I've noticed it happening, you might have like a 66-33 odds of getting monsters versus fragments. And on top of that, to get this guy or this guy or this guy, you gotta get lucky. So you're gonna be rolling a lot of packs. That will give you enough fragments to A, level up your skills, and B, even level up your levels in case you want to do it that way. I think that the first thing you need to do is to get as many runes of the monsters you'd like, and then swap the buildings around. Now, for free-to-play players, it kind of sucks because it will take a while to get to Pact 4, to the big boys. But the Pact 3 is pretty decent. You might want to keep going to Pact 3s as you work on your Pact 4, and then once you get to Pact 4, maybe work on it a little bit or make the switch in between or something like that. I think that at some point someone needs to say, okay, it is time to level up my monsters. And that's when you take out all the springs and you go ahead and build gyms. Gyms. So you get the XP boost and then you start sticking them in the fucking gym for as long as it takes and leveling them up that way. That's the economical way. Now, here's the deal. You are going to roll a ton. So I don't believe that you will end up needing gyms. I don't buy that you'll end up needing gyms. I honestly still don't see a good enough reason. I'm not lying. Honestly, I don't see enough of a good reason to have more than one of this, and the rest springs. I don't see a good enough reason to not do it. And I'll tell you why. Because this guy also gives you merging speed boost for skill stones. And the skill stones are going to be very crucial, very important later on when you have your monsters and you want to level up, increase the max level of their skills. So I don't see why would you bother with this, or would you bother with more and more of these. I'm actually going to go ahead and cancel this because I don't see a reason for it. And I'm going to go ahead and demolish it. I wonder if it'll let me. It should. And it's still merging. What do you know? So I don't see a reason to have more than one of these. All these need to be staminas. Every single one of them, in my opinion, stamina, sorry, anima, like spring things. I don't see absolutely any reason for any other building. Even when you're training and you say, okay, I'm going to train along the way, you can train one here along the way. So you can keep leveling it up a little bit here and there as you go. It's going to take you some time. It is going to take you some time. Even as a pay-to-play player, it's going to take you a lot of rolling to get the runes you need. That's just how it is. And if you're rolling a lot, you're getting a lot of fragments, you probably get enough for your skills and for your leveling. That's my opinion, at least. That's how I think you should go with this. I think that you should start with as many anima springs as possible and then move to having more gyms if you want to actually use the training speed from there, and put as like 4 or 5 monsters to train for a long period, for like the 2 hours that it takes, and get the XP on constantly going. You might want to stick some heroes into the bigger ones that you wanted them to level up quicker, like Grim, like the freaking Griffin and stuff like that. Anyway, that's my opinion. Let me know in the comments below what you decided to go with. I think I messed up on my own account as well. I'm gonna go back and switch things up. I think this is the best solution for most things. And I honestly, again, I really don't see a reason why not to just keep all springs and keep rolling more and more pacts. One more thing that I forgot to mention. You can take the runes, right? These runes that you end up getting, and you can break the runes into fragments. Runes break into fragments, okay? So you can clearly see, where did we see them? We can see them right here. You can literally shatter extra runes to make fragments. So I don't see why not keep rolling as many pacts as possible, as much as possible, and just worst comes to worst, any extra runes you get of monsters you either maxed out or don't need, you break for fragments and you use it to level up someone else. I don't see a reason why to have anything but the springs, but that's my own opinion, at least. A lot of people have different opinions. I'm more than happy to hear yours below, how you configured yours and why you did it. I'm the Gecko. I'm out of here. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you tomorrow in the FAQ. Make sure you slap a like on the video and you're subscribed with notifications to know when that video is coming out. Deuces.